Game, the second scrimmage, and what was the biggest growth you saw from the first to the second one?
Well, probably the biggest thing is that we got a lot more carries out of Tony and James, and a lot more out of Taj, it was intention was to see how much they can carry the ball.
Right.
Tony's been injured a lot, so I wanted to test his durability a little bit. Now I think he passed the test, and Taj is I think a lot better than he was last year. He's a lot more physical. So those two things came out that we were really looking for.
What's the vibe of this position? Last year it seemed like you were trying to find someone behind Royce, and now you've got a lot of experience behind him now.
Well, yeah, I think the experience that those guys got playing last year has helped a lot. They all got some playing time.
Right.
Kanai got a lot of playing time. I think he's going to be a better player this year. All those guys, the great thing about them is they've been here for a year.
Right.
All of them, and it's not a learning process for them anymore. It's just an improvement process.
Was today another competition day for you guys?
Today was a competition day.
How did it go for you?
Defense won.
Seems to be a regular occurrence.
Well, yeah, I don't mind that. As long as we're going against each other in the defense wins.
Right.
And I'd like to see them win. If they can win on Saturdays, then we got a chance.
Seems like a lot of your guys, besides maybe Royce, have spent time at receiver as well. A lot of receiver coaches.
Royce,
Taj and Tony have seen time.
They started off the spring that way, but we pretty much got them back at the running back position right now.
Is that just a normal spring? Try things out, see how they work.
You always want to see what you have, and you want to make sure that if you get injuries, that you got other people that you can plug in. So that was the intent for the beginning of spring, and I think we got something out of that. But I think we also discovered that those guys are the best fit out of the backfield.
What do you want to see out of your group from now until the spring game?
Just continuous improvement. I think elimination of mistakes. We got a few new wrinkles that we put in for the spring, and so that kind of slows down things.
Right.
And, I just want to see those guys continue to improve.
And when you say improvements, what are some of those specifics, sort of from guy to guy? Like last year, for instance, it was Royce getting better with his hands. What are some of those specifics with your guys?
Well, I think for the younger guys, it's just getting to know the offense and executing more consistently. That's the main thing right now, because even though they've got some experience, there's still that inexperience factor of not being in there all the time. So they haven't gotten the chance to run all the plays. I tell guys all the time, you don't get to run every play, so you kind of have to learn from what the other guy does, the mistakes the other guy makes, and move forward from there.
As much time as these guys had together on the field last year and learning and developing, is there a significant difference in the way they're playing now than maybe beginning or middle of the season last year? Is it a noticeable difference in how much these guys have improved since then?
I don't, I think those guys are pretty good last year. Obviously, I think that they're a little bit more versed at the offense, so they're a little bit more comfortable. And when you're a little bit more comfortable, then your athletic abilities come out a little bit more. So you can see the confidence level improving. So I think that's the big thing is the level of confidence, which allows them to execute.
How much do you guys work on two-back sets of using two guys at the same time?
I don't know. I can't give you a percentage, 25, 30% of the time in spring. And again, it has no indication of what we're going to do during the season.
Right.
Obviously, we try some things in the spring that never carry over into fall.
You've had a lot of past history of using that, though, in seasons. Is that something you want to see develop into a package you guys can use?
We want to do what helps us to be successful.
Right.
I can't say how much of that stuff we'll do.
Right.
We want to be able to do it all, but we haven't put any emphasis on anything. Right now, we're just trying to get our entire offense in. And when you get into game situations, then you make game plans
Right.
according to what that team does, what that team gives you.
Right. Cool. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Thank you.